Stranger Things. Season 5 trailer is finally released, and it actually gives us a lot of glimpses of how the season is going to be. Even the Duffer Brothers have said there are many scenes from the season finale kept right inside the trailer. That means we've already seen a few seconds from the actual ending without even realizing it. There are also a lot of hidden clues in the trailer that most of you probably might missed. These clues actually tell us how the show ends. So make sure to watch till the end to know what it is. And don't forget to subscribe because we'll be posting more interesting videos until Stranger Things Season 5 officially drops. Alright, before jumping into the smaller clues, let's start with the two biggest ones I found. The first big clue comes from the song Choice. The trailer uses a devastating track, Queens Who Wants to Live Forever. You might have been too focused on Eleven's massive display of power to notice it, but this song choice is not random at all. It was written by Brian May for the movie Highlander, which was all about immortality, love, and loss. The lyrics are about the pain of watching the people you love die while you keep living. The line, "There's no time for us, there's no place for us," hits especially hard here. In the context of Stranger Things, this feels like clear foreshadowing. A goodbye is coming. After years of surviving impossible odds, the use of that song suggests that not everyone is going to make it to the end. The survivors might be left with only memories and heartbreak. It also hints that someone will sacrifice themselves to save the rest. A final, tragic goodbye that reminds us some things aren't meant to last forever. Even the Duffer Brothers have teased that a major death is coming in this final season. And when you look at how this song plays under those powerful visuals, it almost confirms it. One major character is going to die, and everything about the trailer points toward a very emotional ending. We also get quick glimpses of Nancy crying and washing blood off her hands, and Dustin crying while Steve holds him. And all these point towards a big loss. Then there's that one blink and you'll miss it scene where someone is falling from a great height. If you look closely, it actually looks like Eleven. Maybe this is from the final fight. Eleven giving everything she has and falling after the last battle with Vecna. Combine that with the Queen song, and it paints a clear picture. Season 5 might end with Eleven's final stand and a heartbreaking sacrifice. I'm not absolutely sure about, but combining all these things, I felt like it could be Eleven. Now, let's talk about the second big clue. The moment when Vecna says, "Will, you are going to help me one last time." That single line changes everything. Vecna lifting Will off the ground finally proves a theory fans have believed for years, that Will is still connected to the Upside Down. Since Season 1, when he was first taken, that link has never really gone away. Even when Joyce burned the shadow out of him in Season 2, we kept seeing signs. The chills, the goosebumps, the hand on the back of his neck whenever something from the Upside Down was near. Now, in Season 5, Vecna is using that connection again. When he says one last time, it means he's already used Will before, maybe back when Will unknowingly helped the Upside Down spread. But this time, it's different. Vecna wants to use him one final time to merge the real world with the Upside Down, just like in Season 2. When Will was controlled and helped the monsters find his friends, Vecna's doing it again. But now it's darker, bigger, and could be the fight that ends everything. There's also a scene that hints Will might finally be saved from Vecna. In the trailer, when Vecna lifts Will into the air, he's wearing a gray sweatshirt. Later, there's another moment showing Joyce and Mike trying to save him, and Will is still wearing that same gray sweatshirt. This makes it look like both scenes are connected, and it probably means Joyce and Mike reach him just in time and manage to pull him back before Vecna completely takes over. There's also a short scene where Dustin, Lucas, and Mike hug each other. This moment looks like it happens after everything has gone back to normal. In that same shot, you can spot someone wearing a brown jacket, and based on the haircut, it really looks like Will. Some of you might think it could be Steve since he's also seen wearing a similar jacket, but the haircut looks much closer to Will's. That little detail suggests that Will is safe and alive by the end of the season. Then we have Lucas and Max. In one scene, Lucas is seen carrying Max, running through what looks like an underground area or an elevator. His shirt is blue there, and that detail actually helps place the timeline. In other shots, where he's seen fighting monsters with the team, he's wearing different clothes. That means the scene where he's carrying Max probably happens in the earlier episodes. It suggests Max comes back from her coma in the beginning, but then something happens later that separates her again from the group. but this confirms she might be finally back from coma in the later episodes. Now, let's talk about the radio tower, the one we keep seeing in the trailer. It shows up multiple times, and Dustin is always nearby. Something from the Upside Down seems to be spreading around the tower, almost like it's trying to take control of it. That's important, because we already know that in Season 4, Vecna was distracted and weakened by music. Remember when Max used her favorite song to escape him? So, maybe Dustin and his group are trying to use the same trick again. My guess is that they use the radio tower to broadcast music all across Hawkins, hoping to distract Vecna while Eleven and the others prepare the final move. But Vecna notices this and attacks the tower himself. That's why we see the dark vines and smoke wrapping around it. Dustin being there tells us it's part of their plan, but it also puts him in danger. Finally, there's Eleven at Hawkins' lab. In the trailer, we see her standing inside what looks like a containment area, focusing with everything she's got. Right after that, a massive red energy wave or signal bursts out. It spreads across the sky and the ground, almost like a shockwave. It looks like the tower and the lab are working together. The tower broadcasts the frequency, and the lab amplifies it into a huge energy field that covers Hawkins. That wave might be what finally destroys the upside-down connection. It's like the final blast that shuts the door for good. That's everything I spotted from the trailer. But what about you? Did you notice any other hidden clues or small details I might have missed? Tell me your theories in the comments. I'd love to read them. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, share it with other Stranger Things fans, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one.